Hello again, everyone. Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 Season, the 2022 mod by Full Circle Racing Designs here at Road America for 7 laps. And you might think that's not a whole lot, but each lap is 4 miles long, so it's going to take the same amount of time as usual. We are on the outside pole in our X4 Tides of Avarice Camaro, and behind us in that 27 Toyota is Brandon, and Chase Elliott is on the pole, the road course man himself, waiting for the green flag after this big old hill going up past Bucyrus? Not sure. Might be a Wisconsin thing. But we have the good approach going into turn 1 as long as we can stay beside Chase Elliott here, waiting for that green flag, and almost to the very end, waiting on the start, and green flag is out. There we go. Good launch, and beside Chase Elliott, looks like Kevin Harvick trying to look to the inside of Brandon as well. We'll try to get to the outside line and overdrive a bit, but there's plenty of runoff room out there on the left-hand side. Brandon follows me through on the bottom, and looking to the right-hand side through this right-hander, Chase Elliott fights back on the outside. Brandon will have the apex though and get the launch down the back straightaway, and Brandon actually looking to the right-hand side as we go under the Sargento Bridge, and this very hard braking section coming up right here is going to be trouble with everyone nose to tail hard on the binders down to first gear if we can. Brandon overdrives just a little bit. We'll let him get back onto the track, and he is clear. And another first gear left-hander, very tricky. When you make the crest, the tires get light, and if you're under heavy braking, those tires tend to lock up, and into the kitty litter you go. Good setup on the left-hand side here going into the left-hander. We need a good launch out of here to get the best out of the carousel. Chase still fighting back on that right-hand side. He rolls out, thankfully, giving us the bottom. And it is a long third gear, right-hander all the way around. Good power out. And this corner is supposed to be flat, but I've never been able to take it flat. Just touching that right side, getting the car a little bit free. And into this last right-hander here. Hard on the binders again at the 3 board or so. Straight line braking as best as possible. Right-hander through here. Brandon takes a little bit more racetrack. Up and over another trouble spot under braking as you crest this hill. Definitely don't want to go out into the grass out there. And one more hard right-hander right here. I'm sticking in second gear. If we need to go to first, we can, to get the launch down this long straightaway, and that is 1 lap at Road America. And there is 6 laps to go, and we will be pitting. We do not have enough fuel to go the entire length of the way. The only question will be about tires. So it really depends on how much tire wear we've got by the time we need fuel and how much fuel we need. At this point, I'm thinking maybe just left sides, as we're making a lot more right-hand corners than left-handers. Sort of bogged down there in the corner. Chase Elliott still keeping us honest, though. Brandon still out front and single filing out, stretching out on the road course, and pretty soon the cars will be pretty stretched out. It'll be a nice conveyor belt. Really hard braking. You can see how much Chase really gets to our rear bumper, but we are free and clear. Let's try not to slide the tires through this left-hander here. Early braking. Touch that apex, get the car turned, and off we go. And Chase, drop back just a little bit. I know there's a few places on this racetrack that Chase is going to be faster than me, and then vice versa. There'll be some places on the track that I'm faster than Chase. Looks like Brandon is struggling through that left-hander there, but really no position to make any pass in the carousel with this large sweeper. I don't think anything can be done on the outside unless the car on the bottom really has trouble. And we're not going to press the issue too awful much in this right-hander, but the next right-hander, there is some opportunity. We'll just need to see if we're close enough to make that approach. and braking a little bit earlier at the foreboard, trying to take care of the tires. And Chase, wow, Chase Elliott into our rear bumper, tries to make the move, and there he goes around. Okay, Chase, I see you. Still a lot of racing left to go and a lot of turns to make, so we aren't in dire straits by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, just missed that apex there, but rolling out using all of that curb. And we should get a massive pull down this front straightaway here up the hill. Looks like we're even on power. And now we're really picking up the steam on Chase now. Let's look to the right, see if we can outbrake him going into turn 1. Ooh, lock up that right front just a bit. And that's counterproductive if we want to change just left side tires. Right front lockup isn't good for anyone. But Chase and Ryan Blaney now going at it. With them two side by side, that'll allow me to set the gap and focus on Brandon, who had a pretty good first sector there. We'll see if we can catch him through this left-hander a bit if he overshoots. Braking at the foreboard at the top of the hill, and right there the car gets light as we shift. And Brandon just a little bit wide. We gained a bit, but Chase Elliott prevails over Ryan Blaney in that corner as well. So Chase may be coming back on the attack. Through the right-hander, using the curb to rotate the car. And this is where I think we're a little bit better than Brandon. Getting into this left-hander, you can see we're able to brake a whole lot more deep. Oh, and Brandon chirps that right rear, trying to put the power down. Through the long carousel, really nothing to do. This is the most desperate part of the track where you want to get the power down, but if you go early, off you go. It's just a big waiting game through that carousel, and we managed to gap Chase quite a bit that lap, just touching that rumble strip, and now we won't have Chase Elliott breathing down our neck into this right-hander, so we can focus solely on our braking point and our line. 3 quick downshifts, and we were able to close in. Definitely a few car lengths on Brandon, but he got that really good launch off of that right-hander. So it's a trade-off where we have a lot more entry, but Brandon has a lot more exit, and that would hurt us in turns like this where there's a long straightaway following it. And Brandon gets a good launch there, but we're not utilizing that first gear quite yet. No need to pressure as long as we're still within striking distance. We should be looking to pit this time by, which is 4 miles from now. So saying this time by, you know, is no big deal. A little bit even. I was going to say a little bit better, but we came out even when it's all said and done. Oh, we overdrove that, locked up those tires, not helping us turn whatsoever. But it's not go time just yet. We'll let Brandon get a little bit further ahead. We'll see if we can make any moves coming down to this left-hander here. Yeah, the top of the hill, the car gets light right there, and you can see the braking authority sort of goes away, but we managed to close the gap really quick. So braking is our strong point here. And we'll clip that curb. A little bit better through the middle. And if we can make a move, perhaps it'll be right here in this left-hander coming up, but I don't think I'm close enough, but we can get fairly close through the carousel. Brandon takes it wide, and we are right there. Losing the nose a bit, we're going to put our right front out into the air to try to keep that nose pinned right on that white line. We're probably sacrificing a lot of mid-speed. You can see right there trying to stay on the bottom. But pit road should be coming. We'll try a left side tire approach. Right side should be fairly okay, even though we chirped the right front tire a bit. We got back off the brake fairly quickly. Yeah, getting that car woed up. And luckily pit road is an easy entry. We'll basically just be doing what we normally do. We don't have to check up in the middle of the corner like we do on an oval. So we'll charge up that hill full speed and then wait till the absolute last minute to get down on the binders. So here we come up the pit road entrance, right up the hill, still accelerating. At the top of the hill, we want to be sure to be on the brakes after the crest. And there we go. Sweet. So pit road entry confirm. We'll be looking to the far end of the pit road. And I'm not sure what the AI are going to do, whether it be 2 tires or 4. We're just going to have to look at that strategy and see. Brandon's box will be 2 behind ours, so we have a clean entry in. And in we go. Left side tires, boys. Let's go. All right. Left sides are on, waiting for that fuel, and down and away. Brandon's down and away. And off of pit road, and we don't have to worry about getting to pit road speed. We're going to be off quicker than that. So we'll see if these right-hand corners come into play. You can see the cold left side tires not allowing us to really dig into that corner. But at the end of this lap, we should be okay. We're a little conservative going into that right-hander, knowing that we're on basketballs on those left-hand sides. But I think after the carousel, we should be all set with that being a long right-hander, always, you know, doing maintenance throttle and putting pressure on that left-hand side. We should be okay. Didn't lose any stopping authority there, clipping that curb, getting that car rotated. And really no pressure from behind. Looking back, Chase hasn't gained on us at all. Now, if they're on 4 tires, I don't know what the delta would be per lap that they would catch us. Yeah, that'll help those tires warm in, that right-hander there. Yeah, and just after that hill, getting down and letting the compression help slow the car down, this is where our right, left side tires are really going to start picking up some temperature. Playing with that throttle, trying to get some heat in that left rear, and away we go. And then the right-hander coming up should be the next big opportunity to put some heat in it. And by the time we get around to the start-finish line, tires should be up to operating temperature, and then we'll have that good grip going into turn 1. Using that curb to turn, and Brandon using all of the racetrack. Good approach there, as straight as a line as possible. And going into attack mode using that curb, and we are really close now. It sounded like Brandon might have downshifted there to try to get some drive off, but we are in the tow. With a few more laps to go and no pressure from behind, it's going to be about who makes a mistake, I think. Oh, and Brandon overshoots the corner. And we didn't have the gearing quite enough to get back there. Brandon coming and defending the right-hand side. We'll see if we can get a good old crossover. No, Brandon hit that apex and accelerated away. Okay. We'll just stay right here in the mirror and make a move when opportune. No pressure from behind from Chase, so we can really adjust our style as needed without threat of being under attack. And Brandon really was conservative under that braking point right there on that rear bumper. I don't think we'll be able to get him on this left-hander, but I'm thinking this left-hander before the carousel is a prime point. As long as we are within shouting distance. He managed to gap us just a little bit there. We'll see what we can do here. We'll hold the line so we don't blow the corner. And just sort of getting a feel of where Brandon's going to go, we'll use this white line to our advantage. And Brandon's carrying all of that speed from corner exit. We'll let the car slide out. Oh, we had to get out of the gas. All right, it's not over by any stretch, but that certainly didn't help us in the grand scheme of things. We're going to have to go hard here. Try to get back this 2.5 seconds that we lost. We'll watch under braking. If we can get this gap back under our braking, we'll be in like a dirty shirt. Asking a lot out of those new left side tires. Really good launch off of that corner. We are back in business. Let's use this right-hander, see if we can. A lot of wheel into it, and up the hill. We are back in the tow, so that mistake has been erased. Up the hill for the next to last time. One more lap to go, and there's several places that I think we can take advantage. Let's not lose it in the first turn, shall we? Really trying to get that car woed. We don't care about tire wear now. This is the last lap. We want to make sure that we come off as close as possible to Brandon there. Using that curb. Gapped us a little bit. We'll claw this back in the braking zone, I think. Let's see what we can do here at the 4 board. Going in about a half board deeper. Up over the hill, we lost a bit of the brake. Luckily, that runoff area was there, and we're still in good shape. Let's cut this apex, hit it nice. Brandon a little bit wide, really cooking that right rear tire. We want to keep in his mirror as best we can. Good launch off of that right. And we'll make up a lot of ground here. We want to be right on his rear bumper if we can be. Yeah, this is the best we've been through the going into the carousel so far. We won't hug that white line. We'll try to do a miss, hit, miss sort of thing. Hit that apex and let it drive out as straight as possible. All right, we are in much better shape this time around. The right-hander coming up is going to be a really good part for us, I think. And here we go into the braking zone at the 3 board. Got it woed up, hit that apex, Brandon wide, let's launch straight. And we are there, we are there. One real good corner to go. Let's see what we got here in this right-hander. We're going to go down to first gear for the first time this race. Try to cut and straight line. Go, 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 go. Use all we got. Up to second, up to third, up to fourth. Oh, this is going to be close. Over the hill. Who's going to get it? I think we got it. Side by side over the line. We're going to have to take a look at that in the replay. So setting up for that last right-hander, we took a wide approach, really cut it down, got on the gas, full power right there, used what we had, and a drag race side by side up the hill. It's all engine and all exit speed, and coming across the line there. So it was a quarter car length. We took the checkered flag here at Road America, and holy crap, what a race. So we come across the line in first, Brandon in second. Coming up the hill next is Ryan Blaney. 4th place to Chase Elliott, 5th place to William Byron, 6th place to Kevin Harvick, 7th place to Kyle Larson, 8th place to Denny Hamlin, 9th place to Joey Logano, and rounding out your top 10 is the 45 of Kurt Busch. In lap 1, it wasn't all fun and games back at the pack. Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick going into that sharp left-hander logjam. Tyler Reddick gets shoved out of the way. Alex Bowman with some front end damage. So a cluster of a first lap and an amazing finish. So the standings after Road America, that is our 6th win, tied with Brandon. Bubba Wallace is your cutoff driver. Just 2 points over Austin Dillon and Chase Elliott. 3 points over Tyler Reddick and Daniel Suarez. And Kyle Busch, 6 points to the good. So not safe by any means, but 14th on up looks pretty good. And then we head to a bit of a wild card with the new configured Atlanta Motor Speedway, a bit of a plate race going on. So we'll see you then. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for Atlanta. Take care.